Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 1997 NR2003 Draft Series, live to you today from Texas Motor Speedway for the Interstate Batteries 500. I'm Michael Paz alongside Darien Arnsdorff, bringing you coverage of the sixth race of the season, and we've seen a couple of things so far, haven't we, Darien?
Yeah, we're on race number 6 of 1997, and this has been one of the most action-packed first 5 races of any series I have ever seen. Daytona started off earlier this year. Ernie Irvan, a huge upset victory in the Daytona 500. Jeremy Mayfield, equally as big upset over at North Carolina. Last week, we saw Jeff Gordon make a pit stop when he probably shouldn't have. Oil leak was being an issue on the 6th car. Came into the pits and he forgot to take tires with 10 laps to go. Overall, just a lot of stuff has happened this season. It's been very wacky, very crazy, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us here today at Texas.
But there's one thing I want to get to real quickly, that this is the 6th race of the year, so that means the owner's points from last year will no longer apply. Owner's points from this year are going to start to apply, and we've already seen that with a little bit of the shakeups of the drivers who have not qualified so far. One of the big names was Toshio Suzuki in that number 88 car.
Yeah, Suzuki, he's driving the 88 car, which was 3rd in points in 1996. But Suzuki has just really not been proving that he's been worthy of that 88 car, in my opinion. He's down to outside the top 35, and he just missed this race at Texas. You got to think Robbie Racing. They need to be looking at that very closely going into 1998.
We'll go through the full list of DNQs here in a minute, but right now let's get to your starting lineup. That Hendrick front row holds, and it is David Green on pole, surpassing Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's going to be starting second. In row 2, we're going to have the number 2 with Dale Jarrett. Then, numerically down the line, number 3, Derek Cope. And then row 3 is going to be the number 22, Mark Martin, alongside the number 41, Lyndon Amick. 7th place is going to be the number 6 Ford, Jeff Gordon, alongside the number 21 of Bobby Labonte. Then rounding out your top 10 will be the number 33 of Terry Labonte and the number in 10th, rookie Jack Sprague.
Row number 6, we are going to have Jeff Burton and Steve Park. Steve Park came just short of winning last week at Darlington. We'll see if he can pull it through here today. He's 3rd of the 400 cars. Hendrick, a very dominant qualifying session overall for them. Row number 7, speaking of Hendrick, Ron Hornaday Jr. will be starting in row 13th place. He'll be starting next to Bobby Hamilton of Run Performance. Row number 8, we have Harry Gant starting next to Sterling Marlin. Row number 9, we have Dale Earnhardt Sr. starting next to the Daytona 500 champion Ernie Irvan. Row number 10, we have one of our dual winners, Morgan Shepherd, from RBH Racing, starting next to Joe Ruttman.
Then further back in the field is the number 87 of Joe Nemechek, starting 21st, alongside the number 99, Ricky Rudd. Not as good a qualifying run as I think he wanted. 23rd, we're going to have the 98 of Bill Elliott, alongside Cranefoot's Haas's number 37 of Johnny Benson Jr. 25th is going to be the number 38 of Ted Musgrave, alongside the 44 of Matt Kenseth, making another good start on this year for Petty Penske Enterprises. 27th, the man of many positions, we have Jeremy Mayfield starting 27th. And then in 28th is the 29 of Randy LaJoy. And rounding out your top 30 will be the number 27 of Dick Trickle and Elliott Sadler.
Rounding up the rest of your field here, row number 16, we're going to see the 94 of Ken Schrader starting next to Rusty Wallace. Row number 17, we have Ward Burton starting next to Kevin Harvick. Harvick made his first start of the year last week at Darlington, but he blew up around lap 69, I believe it was, or 95. It was one of those two cautions, and it caused Kevin Harvick to finish 43rd in his first start of the year, and what was a very promising race so far for a rookie. Row number 18, we see Wally Dallenbach for Richard Childress Racing starting next to Mike Skinner. Then on row 19, we see Mike Bliss and Michael Waltrip. Row number 20, we see Lake Speed starting next to Jasper's Robbie Gordon. Row number 21, we see Hermie Sadler starting next to Kevin LePage. Running up the field in 43rd in row 22, we have number 73 of Ricky Craven for Crane's Haas.
Craven's going to have a little bit of... He's going to have to make up a lot of time and positions. He's a lot higher in points than this qualifying run would suggest. In fact, he's 9th in points, coming off of 2 top 5s in a row. And starting 43rd is not going to help him, but at least he qualified for the race because there's a long list of drivers who did not qualify, including the number 31 of John Andretti, which is actually a bit of a surprise considering he's got a pretty... He runs pretty good in the race, but qualifying is a little bit hard when you don't have as many owner's points. Butch Gilliland did not qualify as well for Roush, not having a good run there. Jason Keller, I think this is the first race he's missed as well. We talked about Suzuki earlier. Todd Bodine did not qualify. Neither did Kyle Petty, Chad Little, Jerry Nadeau, Hutch Strickland, Jimmy Spencer, Jeff Green, Jeff Purvis, and Donnie Neuenberger. So a bit of few names down there in the DNQ list.
Yeah, one name I really want to talk about is Butch Gill. And I remember back at Richmond, race number 3 of the year, he was dominant in that race for the first 50 laps. Pit cycle came around, caution comes out. He gets trapped a lap down along with most of the field. And it's just very unfortunate set of circumstances that he has that win. He's probably not in this position right now here at Texas, but sometimes you just got to deal with what you've got.
Mm-hmm. He's still got the rest of the season to try to go and bounce back from this, get himself up a little bit higher, as cars are firing right now. And our pace car Pontiac is going to lead him around to get this thing underway.
117 laps here at Texas. The Interstate batteries, 500. One of the longer races on the schedule at 117 laps. We'll see how this one ends up.
From what we saw earlier on, it looks like the starts are going to be really vital here. And we're about to see how much that holds up. As the green flag waves, and we are green in Texas. Here they are coming down into turn 3 right now. Rusty Wallace trying to get underneath the number 48, Dale Earnhardt Jr. David Green has just checked out from both of them, though. He's going to lead the first lap unopposed.
Fantastic start for the 200 cars of Green and Earnhardt. Then Jarrett, who won last week at Darlington. He's being pressured by Mark Martin. Then Jeff Gordon and Jeff Burton, the tale of two Jeffs. In the 6 and the 4. Battling for the top 5. Gordon looks to the inside of Martin, but couldn't get there. On Hornaday Jr. trying to get up to 7 on Derek Cope.
Front 6 all single file. Never mind. Here comes Dale Jr. on the inside of his teammate. Looking for the lead early on. He's going to get it pretty easily. As the 2 and the 22 are going to try to do the same. Coming down the backstretch.
Oh, watch the 22 for man. Make it 3 wide for second place already. Lap number 3, and they're all going for it early on. Martin trying to move up to second. He'll get past Green, but can he get past Jarrett for second place? They come to the line, 3 wide, farther back. Here comes Hornaday.
Jeff Gordon stuck in the middle of 3 wide between his former team. 24 has to back out, loses a couple more spots. Mark Martin up to second. Got Jeff Burton right behind him in the 4, and Ron Hornaday as well. All the Hendrick boys right now making their way up to the front.
I see a certain man who you haven't seen very much of this season in the top 10, the number 41, Lyndon Amick for Diamond Ridge. Great start to this race for that team.
Amick's been quietly good. He's had a couple of top 20s. Now being able to go and race in the top 10. Going to see if he can hold on to it, though, as the race goes on.
Right behind Dale Earnhardt Sr. in the 43. You might make it look at 3 wide. Can't quite get there.
And up front, while this has been going on, Junior's pulled away by about a second already.
My goodness, that car is quick. Started second, so you knew he had the speed. But I don't think they expected to have that much speed.
Yeah, the 4 and the 5, Burton and Hornaday, go single file, getting a lot more spread out, just trying to chase him down. They pulled off 2/10 earlier on, but I see 4 wide back here.
Oh, they are 4 wide.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. How did they survive that?
Rusty Wallace and Mayfield are really close together.
Nearly an accident there on lap number 7. 110 laps to go, and this one a long ways to go. Here in Texas, average speed so far 200 miles an hour off of Dale Earnhardt Jr., but the gap is shrunk to 0.6 of a second ahead of Jeff Burton.
Should be
But the
closing
battling is all over to midfield.
Yeah, he should be closing up within the next few laps if that 4 continues to have that kind of pace. Meanwhile, back here, speeds are one thing. It's a lot of just getting a good run when you get into the middle of the pack
Look
here.
at Rick Trickle. That 27 car, you have not seen him at all this season. I believe this is his first start, or at least one of his first few. He's running about in the top 20, fighting with Jeff Gordon.
This is his first start of the year.
Oh, what a way to kick off the season for him. Gap down to 0.2 of a second. They're about to go for it on the lead.
Everybody's caught back up to the 48 car. Got 7 cars here within about a second of each other.
I think the biggest surprise of all of Ms. Amick in that 41 car, running in the 5th place right now.
Our pole sitter.
Unbelievable start for Lyndon Amick.
And meanwhile, our pole sitter is back in 7th, currently running behind Derek Cope, who's about 3/4 of a second off of Amick. And they're all closing in right now on the 48, but we'll have to see how they're going to be able to pass the 48.
Gotta be patient here, but you also don't want to be complacent. Here comes the 5 of Hornaday, looking for second. Trying to make it another Hendrick 1-2. Earnhardt and Hornaday into the lead, and here comes Earnhardt Sr.
And Amick going for 4th, alongside the 4, past the 4.
Now watch the 3 and the 24 here, Cope and Green. They're going to try to move into the top 5 as well.
Looks like they're going to do it pretty easily. Just drive on by the 4.
That was pretty cool.
Meanwhile, Hornaday.
Oh, here comes Amick.
Oh.
Amick going for 3rd on Earnhardt.
Looking for some help from Derek Cope, who's been... Cope and Senior so far have been the top 2 guys in points. And right now, they're looking like the championship favorites if they keep this up. There's a 54-point gap between them right now, with Senior leading that battle.
Great shot of our helicopter cam showing us the top 6.
There we go. And lap 15 now, everyone's kind of settled in. There's about a second gap to Dale Jarrett from the lead group, who's about 2 seconds off of the leader himself. Then you got Ricky Rudd in 9th. Rounding out your top 10 is Jack Sprague with his teammate Mark Martin right behind him.
Yeah, the Bill Davis cars running right next to each other. The 1 and the 22. Gap is pretty far back, 10 seconds to 43rd, Ricky Craven. Craven has not made up a single spot from where he started.
Let me go back to that real quickly. Not sure what is happening with that 73 car, as he's trying to get around Lake Speed, who I just realized is also making his first start of the year.
A lot of drivers making their first start of the year today, it seems.
I think by the end of this race, only 3 drivers who were going to enter the series have not made a start. That's Neuenberger, Green, and Purvis. But Raven is just
very good. Very close in the back of the field, as we can see as well. The second Cranefuss Haas car running in 41st, Johnny Benson.
As a team owner, I have no further comment at this time. No further comment.
There's the other Diamond Ridge car, Randy LaJoy.
Oh, the 29?
Back of the field.
Yeah, I got.
Running at 38.
Oh, they're 3 wide further in front.
What in the world?
Don't mean to cut off, but they almost cut each other off right there.
They are crazy back here. It's only lap 19, 108 laps to go.
I think
just 98 laps to go, I'm sorry.
There's Dick Trickle, who we were just praising for being in the top 20, fell back to 31st. Battling with Elliott Sadler right now. Eleven car, Mike Skinner's here. Robbie Gordon, Bill Elliott. Just Ted Musgrave, 38 car. So we go further through the field. A lot of cars, especially up in the front, starting to get a little bit more strung out. Joe Ruttman, 16th. Battle for 15th right now, Steve Park. Trying to close in on the 94, Ken Schrader.
Whoa. Look at the 95 of Dollenbach, running in the 13th position.
Oh, yeah. I think
hasn't really done a lot this season. The third Richard Childress car, currently running 13th right now.
Oh, he's got a lack of owner's points, but he does have that speed of being the third RCR car. Of 5 races, he has 2 top 20s, but those are also the only 2 races he's made. It's gone. DNQ, 19th. DNQ, 20th. DNQ. So if tradition holds, we should expect another top 20 out of him today.
He's definitely got the speed. He just needs the luck to qualify 4 races. So as we can see, the gap in the top 10, 2.5 seconds between 1st and 10th place.
Yeah, things are getting a lot more strung out here, but Dale Sr. starting to close in on his son.
What a battle this is going to be. This is going to be good. Earnhardt Jr. against Earnhardt Sr. And these two, how much are they going to respect one another? We got Lyndon Amick right there in third, ready to take the scraps if needed. Actually, maybe not. Here comes Burton up to third.
You're talking about respect, and I think I know how it's going to go. Dale Sr. is going to expect a lot from Dale Jr. You're going to expect a lot of respect from him, but Jr. from expecting much from Sr., maybe not so much.
This is Dale Sr. we're talking about. Here we go for the lead. Dale Earnhardt Sr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. Lap number 26 of 117, and we're going at it for the lead. Here comes Lyndon Amick. Going to try and capture the spoils of second place. Earnhardt Sr. will take the lead as here comes Burton looking to capitalize.
Burton trying to make the move on Amick, which allowed Jr. to get back down to the inside, hold on to his second spot. Amick's going to hold on to third, though. And now Jr., he might have a run on his father.
Hornaday looking for fourth as this is going on for the lead. The battle for first.
Oh, there we go.
Between the two Earnhardts. Here comes Earnhardt Jr. Couldn't quite get it just yet.
On board with the 48 is Jr. All over the back bumper right now. Senior got a bit.
Oh, I think he let off a little bit.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit. Back off the throttle just a little. Still gonna have a couple of chances to try to get down to the inside of the 43. Not necessarily move him, but just get him up the track just enough.
staying patient. That's the goal right here. 90 laps to go. You don't need to get yourself wrecked. Especially off your own car. That probably won't look very good.
No. Even if it's the right move to make at the end of a race, you still have to talk with him through the rest of the week.
It's the right move at the end of the race, but now not 89 laps to go, which is what we're on now. Coming up on 88, Lyndon Amick right behind the 48 of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh.
Now going to look for second.
We're reporting issues. Possibly the 3 car had a tire go down. Derek Cope.
That is a big points issue for Derek Cope. Was running in the top 10. Now he's down in 43rd. And that second place points run might start to fall down the drain.
Big point shakeup, and that is not what Derek Cope wanted.
Especially when Dale Sr.'s leading the race.
Yeah, there's already a 54-point gap between them, but it's going to get a lot bigger. But it's going to allow Bobby Hamilton in the 10 car to potentially go take second in the points. Cope.
Meanwhile, up front, Lyndon Amick has moved into second place and the 41 for Diamond Ridge. What a story that would be. Lyndon Amick from the Goodies Dash Series. Imagine he gets to victory lane here at Texas.
That would be quite the story, quite the thing to tell. Even just a second right now would be good for him.
I mean, this season has been a season of underdogs so far. Ernie Irvan winning the Daytona 500. Jeremy Mayfield winning at Rockingham. Here comes Lyndon Amick looking for the lead on Dale Earnhardt Sr., the 7-time champion.
And he definitely fits under the name of underdog. He has 1 top 20 this year and 3 finishes below 30th. Currently sitting 33rd in points, but second in the race right now.
He's proven that he has the speed to compete. He just hasn't had the luck. Can Lyndon Amick get the luck? Can he get the speed to get past the 43 of Dale Earnhardt Sr.? He's going to look for it down the back straightaway. Here comes Lyndon Amick for the race lead on lap number 34.
Amick didn't get as good of a run into the corner, but he's still going to try. He's going to have a little help from the 4. Oh no, 4's going to try to make it 3 wide.
3 for the lead. Here we go.
Amick side by side with the 4. Dale Sr. has to back out. And look at that. The 4 is going to take the lead.
Oh my goodness. Amick almost had him, but now he's going to fall back. Here comes Earnhardt Jr. Here comes David Green. Jeff Burton's in the lead. It's all going on here at Texas.
And Amick misses out on that 5-point bonus for leading a lap because of that. He almost had it, but gonna have to keep searching for it. Because Junior up to second. Once again, trailing behind the number 4, Morgan McClure, Chevy, Jeff Burton. David Green 3rd, Ron Hornaday 4th. Hello, Hendrick.
He's only 5th right now. He still got to go past Lyndon Amick, and the Amick is definitely showing that he has pace in this race. He's down to 5th place now, but he has shown that he can fight for the lead.
Speaking of fights for the lead,
and get back up there. Yeah, speaking of, here comes Earnhardt Jr. right behind the 4, Jeff Burton.
Four leaves the gap a little bit high. They're going to stay side by side through turns 1 and 2. Down the back stretch. Junior's going to take it.
And here comes David Green as well. The top 2 who started this race are about to go back into the top 2 potentially. David Green just needs to get past the 4.
Look, it might happen. 24's just got to dive down, and he's got it. Green up to second.
Here
now
comes
Hornaday.
This could be a 1-2-3 for Hendrick Motorsports right here.
We're only missing one of them, the 25, who's in a 13th right now, 5 seconds back.
Here comes Earnhardt in the 43, trying to get back into third. He lost the lead a couple laps ago, and now trying to get back up to the front to catch down his son.
The 5 and the 4 are trying to push each other around the outside of the 43. That outside is not as good. Or maybe Senior's just that good. He gets a spot from both of them.
Bill Senior.
True, that is a bit of a hard task, no matter what side of the track you're on.
Here comes Lyndon Amick. Trying to get back past the 5, but just can't get the run that time by. Still running in 5th place right now. As long as you can stay here, I think anyone would be happy with a top 5 finish here in Lyndon Amick's shoes.
As the gap in the back half of the field starts to open up a little bit more, it was 2 seconds last time we checked on Dale Jarrett, currently in 7th. Now it's 2.6, almost getting closer to 3 seconds with Joe Nemechek right behind him.
At 10th place, Mark Martin sitting 3.5 seconds back. I wonder what the lap cars are.
Let's see.
Can't be that much farther away.
Well, I was going to tell you in a second, but quick shout out to Amick for having the fastest lap of the race so far, 26.11.
That is a lot faster than Dale Senior's fastest lap, 8/100ths of a second. And people were saying that Lyndon Amick doesn't have the speed. Just show him this.
Yeah, he's doing just fine. We'll take a look back at those lappers. It's about a 26-27 seconds around per lap. And we got guys who are 18 seconds off. So, could be seeing them within the next couple of laps here.
The thing is, when is the pit cycle?
That's around, I believe, somewhere around the mid to late 60s. 65, 70 laps, somewhere in the middle of there.
Getting closer to it, about 20 laps away from it potentially, as here comes David Green with 24, one of the rookies this year for Hendrick Motorsports. Hendrick with really 3 rookies this year on their team. Very young team, very inexperienced team, but they definitely shown they've gotten the speed here today. 1, 2, 4 for Earnhardt, Green, and Hornaday.
And Green's had that consistent season. Average finish of 15.2, 4 top 20s, and sitting 5th in points, tied with Morgan Shepherd.
Yeah, amazing job out of David Green so far this season. If I'm not mistaken, he is leading rookie of the year standing right now, but I could be wrong on that.
I believe he is.
But he has definitely shown that he has speed. Everyone at Hendrick has shown they have speed at some point so far this season.
In fact, it's a 1-2 on the Rookie of the Year for the Hendrick boys. You got David Green first, and Dale Jr. second, 12th overall. So you can start to go through the back half of the field a little bit more. Got Wally Dallenbach, who's just climbed into 11th.
That would be an amazing run. Derek Cope has blown a tire already in this race, but now Wally Dallenbach is the lead driver and the team of Richard Childress Racing. Imagine the absolute scenes that they must be feeling right now, the 95 crew.
Yeah, they're barely sponsored on the year, but they have one good advantage, and that advantage is RCR. Those cars are definitely some of the most powerful ones out there, and it shows. As he's closing in on the 99.
Ricky Rudd trying to move into 9th.
Look at that. Dallenbach, huge head of steam, able to get a run with the 99, past the 22 of Mark Martin. Now trying to get to the inside of Ricky Rudd. Not there just yet, but he might just be there in the next lap or two.
We're up into the top 10 now, and that's what matters for the most part. Just getting these really good runs like you are right now for Wally Dallenbach.
24 David Green got really close to taking the lead from the 48. Wasn't able to yet, though. And we are 50 laps in And look at that, Darien. They are still average speeds of 200 miles an hour.
67 laps to go as they cross the line. Still a long ways to go. But the actually average speed is now dipped below 200, 199.98. So we are slowing down a bit as the tires get worn. Oh boy.
So you see Ernie Irvin getting around 2 Bill Davis cars. Jack Sprague getting around his teammate, Mark Martin. This is back for 11th, I believe?
I believe so. 11th or 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12th place. Jack Sprague has had a very slow start to the season, rookie of the year contender, alongside some of the Hendrick drivers. Hasn't really shown a lot in the one car, but he has been very consistent.
Yeah, and I think for a second Bill Davis car like this, remember, I think they bought this car off of Richard Jackson, and I think when you go and buy a team outright and acquire all this different equipment from yours, consistency may just be like, we'll take it.
Yeah, sometimes all you can ask for, and I think that one team has definitely shown that they have had speed at some points in this season.
Further back, there's the 4th Hendrick car. Steve Park trying to get into the top 15. Round the number 6 to Jeff Gordon. Trying to. No luck yet there. This is all happening about...
Trying and failing to get around the 6th.
Almost 7 seconds behind the leader. And we were talking about lap cars and whatnot, and even if we don't get to them before this first pit stop, I think we're definitely going to see them after pit stops.
Battle for the lead. Here comes David Green on the 48. Was within 1/10 of a second last time by. Lost a little bit of ground, but he is right there on the 48.
Let's take a look at lap times that time around. 27.5 for Dale and 27.6 for David. So...
But he's closing right back in.
He's got the
It's like an accordion, this top 6 right here. Like an accordion.
That seems...
Here comes Amick looking for 4th.
They are kind of according back and forth slowly. Like, once we get to the middle of the run, it's a little bit more difficult to try to go and make the passes. So the best times to do it are the beginning of the run and the end of the run. And we're right near the end of the run right now.
Yeah, Amick took advantage of a slow 5 car. He's moved up to 4th place. Jeff Burton doing the same, trying to move into 5th. I believe he will do that as well.
Senior all over the back bumper of the number 24 now. Turning around the Net Zero Chevy.
You're closing in on about halfway here. Lap 59 is the halfway mark. So we're nearing the end of this one. About a half hour into this race. But still a long way to go.
We'll look back towards the lappers who we were wondering when they're going to start showing up. And they are just about less than a straightaway away. Lake Speed, the first one. Mike Bliss, Ricky Craven, the other ones.
How nervous are you feeling if you're Dale Jr., leading this race, about to get into lap traffic, or maybe even a green flag pit stop, considering the issues we've had with green flag pit stops this season?
Oh boy, I am going to hope for as smooth a pit stop as possible. Earlier in the season, you might want to go and pit later because of the possibility of caution. But would there be any advantage to go and pitting here early? Make up some time.
Well, the tire fall off is about 1.5 seconds right now, I believe, nearing 2 seconds. It is very tough if you're a strategist on one of these teams, as Lyndon Amick has absolutely come alive in the late run. Gone past Dale Sr. as we were talking about it, and now he's right behind David Green for second.
All over the back bumper of the 24, trying to get into second. Once again, he was in second earlier in the race. Meanwhile, everybody, I think, is...
on that
Sorry, you finished.
The speed on that 41 has been absolutely amazing. And here comes the Hendrick cars. The Hendrick cars are going to pit. Lyndon Amick's going to lead this lap, I think. Or is he coming in as well? No, he's staying out. Lyndon Amick will lead here in Texas.
One lap led, that's 5 bonus points as pit stops are underway. 2 of the Hendrick boys were in. Actually, I think 3 of them are. The 5, I'm pretty sure, pitted as well.
The 5 is in as well. Yeah, I think all 400 cars are in the pits.
We'll see how it comes around this time. Amick.
We are just past halfway. This is the time to pit, I would think.
Amick's going to go in and pit as well.
Who's the first one to stay out?
First
I saw one car stay out. I saw a car stay out on the outside of the track.
95? I think it's the 95.
Yeah, Dallenbach!
Dallenbach!
Wally is in the lead. He's ahead of Ricky Rudd. Now that is also 5 points for him. A big deal for the 95 team who's been struggling for owner's points.
Definitely, you're going to need all the points you can get.
Michael Waltrip stays out. I don't know if he's already pit.
Where is Mikey? 18 car. Oh, no. I think he already did pit, yeah. The 6 is currently...
Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon scored as the leader.
Caution is out! Caution is out!
What?
There it is!
You're kidding me! How does this keep happening?
Well, here we go. Time to take a look. Who did what?
Oh my goodness, Sterling Marlin. Dale Jr.!
Junior!
You were leading and you just cost me.
Oh! Heavy contact from the 7.
Oh my lord. You are kidding me.
Oh my goodness, that is a bit of contact on the number 7. A lot of damage.
I would be sick to my stomach if I'm the crew chief of the 48 car. Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure somebody along the way is saying, what in the hell was that? But I can't tell if that would be his crew chief or his dad.
I don't know if they'd be saying that. I think it would be a lot more vulgar on the radio.
Oh, yeah, but...
Oh my goodness.
Irvin. Just sideswiped by the 42 there. So we go back
First caution of the day, it's lap number 65. And they're going to take some time to get sorted. We're going to figure out what's going on here, and we'll be back before the restart here at Texas. The Interstate battery's 500.
Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway for the 1997 Draft Series. We just got the one to go. We're going to go green this next time by here on lap 69 on a nice day in Texas.
Very nice day indeed. A couple cars in front of the leader after a caution caused by Sterling Marlin and Dale Earnhardt Jr. A couple cars on the tail end. Your race leader is Dale Earnhardt Sr. of the top 10, consisting of Earnhardt, Amick, Hornaday, Dallenbach, Burton, Rudd, Gordon, Earnhardt, Nemechek, and Jared. That's the top 10 for this restart. While we were away, Derek Cope, who had the tire failure early on, managed to get a couple laps led. He came into the pits. He's at the rear of the field, but he's got the 5 bonus points now to compete with Dale Sr.
First thing they're all going to have to try to compete with, though, 4 lappers on the outside lane in front of them, 2 lappers on the inside, and we don't know how slow that 7 might be. He's got a bit of damage on the right front there. Lake speed, might have a little bit more speed. We'll see. But they're going to have a little bit of interesting maneuvers to make. So we're going to go back green, lap 70. Pace cars in once again. Got the longest line here. Dale Sr. Gonna lead him back from 5th.
Oh, and the 7 is slow. The 7 is slow. Really slow, the 7.
Uh-oh.
And 20 is also quite slow.
The 7's worse.
Oh, no.
Oh, Nemechek. Nemechek.
No.
Took matters into his own hands and spun him. Got several other cars involved.
That took out all three of those Junior Johnson cars.
Oh my goodness.
Last 70. What in the world just happened? We are under caution on lap 71.
Nemechek was facing pressure from Dale Jarrett there. He went down to the inside, tried to merge back up. There's the 7 right there. Hits Mayfield, Skinner, the 14, and the 27.
Oh my goodness.
And the rest of the field tries to scatter.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Mayfield with a good amount of damage on the left side of that car.
A lot of cars got a good amount of damage from that.
So go back to live. There's Sterling Marlin, who was involved in the earlier incident. Without a back end right now. He's going into pit road. So is the 27 and Dick Trickle.
All three Junior Johnson cars involved in that. Trickle, Irvin, and Skinner. The first race that all three of them have made. And they're all involved in the same accident. So it's lap 72 of 117. Ernie Irvin is out of the race. Possibly more to come. We'll update you from Texas when we come back.
Welcome back once again to the 1997 Draft Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. We are on lap 74. And with that second caution for Ernie Irvin getting spun by the 87 of Joe Nemechek, collect a couple other guys. We'll be going back green here, lap 75. It allowed some of the lappers up in front to go and rejoin at the tail end of the field. Only one car for them to deal with this time. Dale Sr. still leads with Lyndon Amick second, Ron Hornaday Jr. third, then Wally Dallenbach, Jeff Burton.
Yeah, I believe Ernie Irvin was the only car to DNF from that accident. And now we're going to be going back to green with 43 laps to go. Still a long ways to go. A lot of stuff can happen. The Interstate Batteries 500 is just about to kick in the gear.
41 cars are on the lead lap. All of them still theoretically have a chance. Some slimmer than others. But up front, Dale Sr. is going to lead us to green once again.
Well, poor start from the 41 of Amick. Hornaday already 3 wide.
They got the lapper LePage right in the middle. So they duel for second. This is going to allow Dale Sr. to get a little bit of an advantage.
Oh,
Amick! He took out Dallenbach in trouble. Now the 90. LePage!
Oh, no! No!
No! No! Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Lake Speed! Lake Speed just got sent. I saw the 29 of Randy LaJoy, the 28 Harry Gant. Bobby Labonte is in it as well. I think Lake Speed. Oh, no.
Steve Park.
Oh, my goodness. What is happening here at Texas now?
We're going to go back once again. Familiar feature right now, our replay. Remember how we were talking about those high speeds in the corners? Yeah, when there's a speed gap, it's a lot more apparent. Lyndon Amick. Oh! Just try to get back down normally. Got the 95 at Dallenbach. And 95 got turned into the wall. 90 just slides up in front of everybody.
And it just blocked the track in turn number 3. Nowhere to go for most of those guys. So Dallenbach, who was in fourth, has just fallen outside the top 30, more than likely.
You know, we'll get on board here with the number 90, Kevin LePage. See kind of just how it is. Still getting up to speed, and yeah, it just comes out of nowhere.
You don't have time to think at that point, and then you see the 25 hitting you head on. That can't be a very fun sight inside the cockpit of these cars.
No, and he had the rest of the field there with him. It's amazing more cars didn't hit the 90.
So once again, our third caution of the day here at Texas, lap number 76. The caution's out. Hopefully, next time we come back, we can get some more green flag running, and the Interstate Batteries 500 will return right after this.
Welcome back, once again, to the 1997 Interstate Batteries 500 from Texas Motor Speedway. Dale Sr. continues to lead, Ron Hornaday, Jeff Burton, Ricky Rudd, Lyndon Amick falls to 5th after that incident. Amick got into the 95 of Wally Dallenbach.
90
Kevin LePage.
LePage.
Yeah, sorry, LePage. And from that incident, the 90 has retired, and so has the 25.
You know, 25 says DQ. NASCAR decided they were leaking oil on the 25 as he was out there. They couldn't get it repaired. So NASCAR said, hey, just park it. It's safer for everyone involved if you just came on in.
Because otherwise the 25 would have come up to the front right by the 43 and the 5, and we might have seen a repeat of what we saw just a few laps ago.
Yeah, we had 2 cautions now because of it. Let's see if it will continue. Pace car is in. Dale Sr. leads us back to green, lap number 80 of 117.
No lappers on the inside, so it's all just a single files run. We got 3 wide already back here, trying to get around Joe Nemechek.
Oh, Lord. The 41 is slow. 41 is a bit slow. That damage was really hurting Lyndon Amick.
They battle for second up front. The 4 of Jeff Burton on the inside of the 5. Oil leak on the 28!
Oh, no.
Harry Gant coming to pit road.
Oh, my goodness. What is happening here in Texas?
A lot of issues for cars today.
Ruttman now trying to get past that 41 as they keep on battling in the top 5. Jared almost got into the 48. Jeff Gordon right behind him as Hornaday falls back.
Amick trying to hold on right now. He's in 8th. Got Joe Ruttman right behind him. As I saw the 28 coming back out on the track after that issue. Got the 9 of Morgan
They're gonna try
Shepherd.
to keep him going.
Currently top 10.
Oh, nearly 3 wide. Terry Labonte, who won at Richmond earlier this season, the 1996 champion, trying to get back into the top 10.
And I just saw a battle for the lead. Look at that.
Here comes
Jeff
Burton. I believe this will be the first time today if Burton can take the lead.
I believe so. He's side by side with the 43 right now. And remember, they all still have relatively fresh tires. Caution came out after the pit stops. And then we had 2 of them. They haven't had much chance to run some green flag laps.
Here comes Ricky Rudd at the 99, who was mainly in the back half of the top 10 earlier today. Now he's going for second.
Ricky Rudd alongside the 43 right now. A lot of 2x2. There's Jeff Gordon into 5th.
Oh, here comes Lyndon Amick. He's back. Lyndon Amick is back going. He's right behind Ron Hornaday Jr. He's got past Dale Jr. It is all going on here at Texas now.
Jeff Burton starting to pull away from the 43 car right now. We're almost about half
Right,
a second.
Is there some damage on the right side of that 43?
Is there? Try to see once the camera comes around. No, it doesn't.
No?
Look like,
Okay. I think I'm just hallucinating, but never mind.
Yeah, no damage.
Look at Hamilton in the 10. Hamilton in 11th place. We haven't really talked about him all day.
No, Bobby Hamilton. Remember, third in points. Set to take second, possibly, if Coke doesn't go and have a good day. If he stays back in the low 30s where he was last scored when we checked on him. It's currently 10th right now for Hamilton, trying to go and make up a little bit of points, potentially, on the 43 car.
Was trying to find where Derek Cope is, because we had that tire failure earlier. He got the 5 bonus points. He has had a small recovery so far. Nothing that insane. Actually, never mind. He's still 34.
Yeah, he might lose a spot or two here.
Yeah, never mind.
Trying to
Mayfield
battle back.
and Labonte battling with him.
Yeah, Mayfield's got that damage on the right side of his car, so I know he's definitely a little bit slower than he wants to be. Oh, I think they repaired most of it.
Yeah, 26 looks mostly okay.
Yeah.
Might have a battle for the lead. Here comes Earnhardt Sr. And Dale Jarrett as well is here. Last week's winner, Dale Jarrett.
Might try to make it 2 in a row. We'd like to point out, let's see, you got Harry Gant still running around. Trickle is the one guy who's predominantly off the pace a little bit by about a second, but still keeping relative time.
It's better than what we've seen earlier.
Yeah, only losing about 1 second a lap.
I'm sure if like the 90 over 7 completed a lap under green, they would have been about 3 or 4 seconds slower at least.
Yeah. And in the back here, Lake Speed, who's involved in that incident. And then Rusty Wallace.
I believe Rusty was involved in one of the 2 accidents.
Yeah, whatever it is.
He was.
Ain't having a good day.
I think it was. Yeah, regardless. Bad day for the Bahari team. Dale Jarrett's moved into 2nd place officially. And trying to chase down Jeff Burton for the lead as we continue looking on at the back.
Hey, remember how...
Trying to see.
Remember how Craven started last? He's up at least halfway to about 23rd, 22nd right now.
I mean, anywhere's better than 43rd.
Yeah?
The only way to go is up unless you're involved in a crash. Well, actually, then realistically, it is only up from there, possibly.
Yeah, and he can't finish 43rd. We have 3 cars out of this race. So, good job there. Salvaged the top 20 out of what was a pretty weak day. There's Dallenbach trying to hold on to a top 20 spot, getting around the 5.
Oh, Hornaday. Hornaday was running top 5 for most of the race, and now he's fallen way back to 20th.
Yeah. Not having a good run
Lost
right now.
4 spots that lap alone.
Maybe thinking
Battle
that
for the lead, meeting up with Dale Jarrett.
whatever adjustments they might have made on that 5 were not the ones. We go back up to the front here. Look at that, Jarrett!
Hendrick has fallen off a cliff. I'm noticing. There's no Hendrick cars in the top 10.
Wow, pit stops did not benefit that team at all then.
Here comes Earnhardt. He's right behind Jarrett. Those are teammates, remember. But are they going to work together to try and catch up to the 4?
Probably
I think
not.
the answer is no. We're coming up on 21 laps to go here at Texas. We're crossing over the 1 hour mark of this race.
Let's see, where's the first Hendrick car? 11th. David Green.
Yeah, they have absolutely fallen away at Hendrick Motorsports ever since the pit stops. Shepard trying to get past Terry Labonte, the reigning champion, but can't get a run. The gap is now half a second between first and second. Linden Namick still running in 10th. Still a very solid day, even after running top 5 most of the day. Even a top 10, still very good day for that 41 team, I think.
Mm-hmm. And the field is a lot more spread out right now. We've got everybody kind of in these little bunches, two to 5 car bunches. Like this group of 3, Amick tried to get around the 9, no such luck. And hold on, who's that I see right here? Kevin Harvick, the rookie.
What in the... We did not see him. Last week at Darlington, like we said at the top of the show, he made his first start of the year at Darlington, but he ended up blowing up an engine, finished in 43rd place. But now he's running in 16th, a great run for the 14 of Dale Earnhardt Incorporated.
As they go 3 wide behind him, 95 in the 5, Craven continuing his top run into the top 20. That car
I'm also noticing now as well. O'Reilly Autosport, the 94, Ken Schrader's in 5th.
That Kenny Schrader, good job, and everybody's caught up to the leader, including the 94.
What on earth?
We go away for 1 second, guys. But I think we have a battle on our hands.
17 laps to go. 17 to go, and we're catching Harry Gant as well in the 28. The lap car is coming.
Gant right now, the sole lapped car. They might catch Trickle at the end of it. But look at that, battle for 3rd. Gordon on the inside of the 2.
Can't even get a run. The outside is actually stronger right now, I think.
Interesting how that's happening right now. As it's been the inside who's the predominant strongest lane so far throughout the day. And up front, Dale Sr. all over the back bumper of the 4.
For the lead. Can't get a run. Wow.
We'll see what happens. They're catching a lap car. Maybe he can use that to his advantage. All top 5 though, under a blanket, 0.7 of a second separating. 2 seconds back to 6th place.
Now, one thing that I'm actually thinking of now, has the 443 won yet this season?
Senior has not, actually. Surprisingly. He's top in points, but that's from 3 third place finishes and a 5th. Not from a win, though. And neither has the 4.
Look at how close they are together.
And here we go.
Look at how close they are.
Very close.
They caught the lap car here. They can't even pass the 28.
And they're catching the 27 of Trickle.
Oh, no. Okay, finally, Burton gets to the inside.
And everybody follows along in a train.
4 are bumper to bumper.
And here we go. Jarrett's going to try. And underneath him. Not yet, though. Just a few laps remain.
12 to go here at Texas. Jeff Burton the leader. Dale Sr. in 2nd, and Dale Jarrett in 3rd. One of these drivers could be in victory lane for the Interstate Batteries 500. They're catching the lap car of Dick Trickle. We'll see how much that affects it.
4 went a little bit wide in that corner. 43 going up a little bit wide as well. Maybe Jarrett's going to have an opportunity. Here he goes to the inside. For 2nd.
Uh-oh. And they've caught Trickle.
Ken Schrader looking for 4th behind. For Jeff Burton to the inside of the lapper. Jarrett going to try to do the same.
Jarrett's up to 2nd, but he needs to catch the 4 for the lead. They've passed the 27. Where's the next lap car going to be?
Yeah, here we go.
10 laps to go at Texas. Jared is right there, but here comes Earnhardt. Here comes Gordon.
Two lappers blocking Bobby Hamilton in 6th right now. He's trapped behind them. So this battle is just going to be between these 5 guys.
9 to go. Here comes Earnhardt. Where's the next lap car going to come in, if at all?
We'll see. Lake Speed, he's just crossing the start-finish line. They are not.
They will not. Not a chance.
Kenny Schrader around the 6th of Jeff Gordon, up to 4th. And look at the gap starting to form.
This race has been such a tale of 2 different races. The first half of the race, it was dominated by Hendrick Motorsports and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Earnhardt then wrecked the 42 of Sterling Marlin, bringing out the caution. We had a stretch of 2 cautions under the green flag after that, and ever since that restart, it's been all the 4 and the 43 with occasional appearances from the 2, but the 2 is yet to lead a lap as we have 7 to go.
Yeah, every other challenger here who is not the 4 or the 43 is a Ford. Just like to point that out. Including Kenny Schrader in the 94 for O'Reilly Autosport. 27th in points right now. No top 15s to speak of, and a top 5 would do absolutely great. So we have the number 2, Dale Jarrett, on the back bumper of the 4. Is he going to have enough for another run?
He's got to make a move soon. We're coming up on 5 laps to go.
We're almost out of time.
I don't know if you can really stay patient at this point.
I don't think anybody is patient right now. It's just having a matter of enough speed to get around these other cars. He was about a couple hundred slower. Might not seem like much, but considering how things have been running, maybe that's everything. But maybe Jarrett might want to prove me wrong. He's still up on the back bumper, looking for an opportunity to get around the number 4 car.
4 laps remaining at Texas Motor Speedway. Jeff Burton looking for his first one here. Dale Jarrett looking to go back-to-back. He won last week at Darlington. His 9th career win. This could be number 10 for Dale Jarrett. But he needs to get past the Morgan McLaren number 4. He's looking down the back straightaway. Can he make the move going into 3? No, he can.
He's doing a very good job right now at holding them off.
Deals. 3 laps left.
Jarrett again. I don't know if Jarrett has enough speed to try to get around that 4 car.
Coming up on 2 to go, and at some point you just gotta send it. 2 to go. Here comes Earnhardt. This one might end it for Burton if Earnhardt can get to the inside.
He's got to the inside. He got the 2 to the outside, but that's not enough.
Here comes the 94 as well, Schrader. Look at the run that 94 is getting.
He's looking for a podium.
Here we go. White flag this time. 1 to go for Jeff Burton. His teammate, Terry Labonte, won at Richmond earlier this year. That was race number 3. Race number 6 could be to the 2nd Morgan McClure car, the flagship team, as they battle behind him for 2nd and 3rd. Jarrett trying to catch up. He's not going to have a chance. Earnhardt looks high. Here comes Schrader. They're going to fight to the checkered flag at the front. It's going to be Jeff Burton, who will round turn number 4 and win at Texas. And Schrader got 3rd.
Ken Schrader podium. Would you look at that, though? Jeff Burton, first win of the year. Finally joins his teammate at Morgan McClure.
What a race that was. I don't think a lot of people expected much coming into this one, but
it didn't disappoint.
That was really fun. Jeff Burton, first win of 1997.
Shout out to David Green here for being the only Hendrick car to get a top 10 after they fell off near the end of the race.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Hendrick. They had everything in their hands at the start of this one. They had 3 cars in the top 4 at one point, and just nothing came together at the end for them. Dale Jr. down in 16th. And where's it? Hornaday even finished? Hornaday down in 18th.
And let's take a look at your top 10. That was Jeff Burton, Dale Jarrett, Ken Schrader, Dale Sr., Jeff Gordon, Bobby Hamilton, Ricky Rudd, Morgan Shepherd, David Green, and Lyndon Amick, even with the crash, finishes 10th. Good job for that number. 41 for Diamond Ridge Racing. Couple notables here. Joe Nemechek, 11th. Kevin Harvick finishes 15th. Another rookie, Elliott Sadler, finishes 14th ahead of him. Robbie Gordon. His teammate didn't qualify, but he did. And for Jasper Motorsports, a top 20 for him. Ricky Craven, who started last, is going to finish 19th. A positive on the day. Jack Sprague finishes 20th. We had 38 cars finish the race on the lead lap. 40 finish overall. 3 cars retired. Overall, a very interesting day here from Texas Motor Speedway. For Darien Arnsdorff, and I'm Michael Paz. This is Spare Part Productions bringing you the NR2003 Draft Series from Texas Motor Speedway. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.